Yes, people, what's going on? And welcome back to the Pursuit of Mass. Today is episode 5. I want to say episode 5. Episode 5, week 4 of the off season. Week 4. So today is Friday the 21st of November. So today we have Upper at in Planet, and I'm having a bit of an earlier session today. This is actually my second meal. I usually train evening time, but I'm a bit busy this evening, so just getting a session in off of 2 meals. So you would have just saw the current morning sort of setup. So it's wake up around 7-ish, vacuums, brush my teeth, get to the gym, 20 minutes cardio 4 times per week. So that is today. We just don't have it on pull and legs just because they are higher output days in general. So yeah, 20 minutes of cardio done this morning, then a little ab circuit done as well, just to add more midsection volume, really, just to make sure that that is a priority for me going through this growing phase, which it is. So yeah, now we're into train. Did a bit of work, did all my check-ins, all my training analysis done. So yeah, now it's time for the pre-meal. So we have, I'm pretty sure this is unchanged from the last time you saw it, but we have 100 grams of cream of rice. Today is maple syrup flavour, 60 grams of Perform Whey, s'mores flavour, I want to say, both which can be bought at ABP Nutrition, who actually are doing the 12 days of ABP Mus giveaway right now. So it's basically 12 little mini giveaways, so you have 12 chances to win something, pretty much, which is very cool. Yeah, 100 grams of frozen berries, and some pink salt and some cinnamon, and we have 5 corn cakes as well on the side. I will crunch up 2 in there, but then I'll have 3 just on their own because they taste good. So yeah, that's the plan. Today's session wise, I'll run you through it in the gym because we're over Planet today, so I can actually chat to the camera a bit more. So yeah, we'll train, probably start training at around 11:30. It's 10 o'clock now. Probably start training around 11:30, then train for 90 minutes, 120 minutes or so, then come home, shower, eat the post, which I'll show you that. Then we are in for the Serious Stepper podcast with Edward. Today we have Mikey Wham Quads on the Mikey Wham Quads. That is his biological name. That's his on his birth certificate. It's not his Jamros, but Yamros. It's one of those, but we call him Wham Quads because he has very, very wham quads. So yeah, that's the plan. That's today's agenda. So a little update on me and where I am at. Body weight is now pretty much holding. Rate of gain has slowed right the way down, which is what we want, and it's where we need to be right now. So yeah, food wise, 3.5k training day, 3k rest day. My rest days are still fairly active. You know, if my arms aren't sore, I'm going to do a bit of arm volume, bit of ab volume, and still sitting north of 10k steps on a rest day, just because I like moving around. You know, I like moving around, and it's never going to be detrimental. Okay, it's low intensity stuff. It's never going to be high output on a rest day. Yeah, food wise, that's where that is. Training wise is absolutely flying. Still titrating volume upwards using the RP app, and yeah, it's just recovery capabilities are very, very cool, and it's crazy the amount of progressions I'm able to get week on week. It's very exciting, and we are definitely adding contractile tissue, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so I'm around about 11-12 kilo up now from stage, and I have definitely not gained 11-12 kilo of fat. So very, very exciting and very cool. So this week I've just been I've added in a new, I say compound, not compound. I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube. A new pep, yeah, yeah, MOTSI. So that's in pre-workout, just enhances mitochondrial function. So we are going with 2 milligrams of that pre-workout around about an hour or so before I train. So it's basically eat my pre-meal, MOTSI, then head over to the gym, pretty much. So yeah, that's been trialed this week. Do I notice any massive benefits from it? This is a hard one to really pinpoint because there's so many variables that can go into how good your session is. But yeah, that's a new addition, and just why not? You know, I can definitely see the benefits of it, especially when you're going into a deficit phase, just to give you that boost when you're training. But yeah, it's cool. no immediate side effects as well, so it's just one of those, if you have it, why not use it? So it's getting used. So yeah, that's the plan. Upper today, gonna be a good session, and yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Total load is still where it was, and bloods are gonna come back. Well, I'm gonna pull labs in 2 weeks or so. I'm going to Dubai for a week next week, so when I come back, I'll have a week back on, then pull labs, see where that's at. That will then be 8 weeks on, so I can see where aromatization is, I can see where all these markers are, I can see then where to take what, pretty much depending on how it's reacting to my body. So yeah, that's the plan. Exciting stuff. So it's going to be nice to actually get the fuck out of Wales, because it's like 2 degrees. So gonna get some sun in Dubai for a week, training all the cool gyms. Gonna be plenty of YouTubes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna put this down, and then we're gonna head to the gym.
At the end of fat loss phases, pump supplements make all of those things I just talked about, that psychological feedback loop, like 3 times.
First exercise, hanging leg raise. I was doing them in the rack with like a bit of a back support, but on you can like still get that full stretch without having to fucking set up the bar with a hip thrust pad on. So I just opt for this. It's a bit easier, and it's less time as well, because I don't want to be a fucking 3.5 hours, like, you know what I mean? 3 sets here. So into a lateral raise, second exercise, 3 sets here today. Straps, this is what I want to talk about, straps. You should be strapping in to everything where it's viable to strap into. Leg extension, lateral raise, leg press even, just everything to create that more stable environment. More stability equals more force production, more motor unit recruitment. You're able to train with more intensity, which means bigger muscles. So strap into your shit. I know I've said this before, but do 1 set on a lateral raise, and if you don't come off that and feel just straight side delt, then you're doing them wrong. Like, you need to not feel shoulder joint, you need just side delt pump. That's when you know you're actually engaging the target muscle. Like, yeah, you're always gonna get traps as well in a lateral raise, no matter how perfect your technique is, because the trap just abducts the arm, as well as moving the scapula and just stabilizing as well through a lateral raise. But you should feel plenty of side delt as well. And if you're done, evaluate your technique. So 3 sets there on the lateral, 3 sets now, chest fly. On these 3 sets, I'll just use, well, I am using the same weight across all 3 sets. Now, first set is around about 12 reps, then it's like 10, then it's like 8. So there's no reason for me to warrant changing load there. That's 3 different rep ranges. Just by me getting fatigued, I can afford to use the same weight. You don't necessarily need to do your lower rep range set first either. Like, there is no rule written in stone that means you need to do the top set first. You can do whatever rep range first do you want to do. And I want to talk a bit about rest times as well, and like, what is a good rest time. Now, I never give actual numbers in rest times to my clients unless they're like brand new to the gym, just because it's so individual. Like, it depends what you're training, how experienced you are at training, what's your body composition like? Are you heavier? Are you taking longer to recover? Are you just slightly less fit than you would be if you were dieting? The best rest time is one where your CNS is recovered, your local muscles are recovered, and your stabilizer muscles are recovered, and more importantly, you're psychologically ready to go and give your all into another set. So that could be anywhere between 1.5 minutes for a set of fucking bicep curls, or 3 to 4 minutes for a set of pendulum squats. It varies. That's the answer. It varies. So yeah, that was set 1 on the 64 kilos for 12. Now I gotta get 10, then I gotta get 8 with the same load. You don't need to change load. You only ever need to change load to fit in your desired rep range. You know, so my desired rep range for this exercise is slightly higher, slightly lower again. So even though I'm using the same load, I'm more and more fatigued as I work through the set. So automatically, that rep range is coming down and down and down. So science. So for example, a pec fly is not the most fatiguing exercise. You know, it's nowhere near as fatiguing as a press. So I want to say I rested maybe 2 minutes. Now, do I feel ready? Yeah. Am I psychologically ready? Yeah. Am I out of breath? No. Is my chest ready to go? Yeah. So that's the sort of proxies you want to be looking for. There we go. As well, when you watch me train, you'll see that even as the set progresses and the reps inevitably get harder and harder and harder, as they should when you're training in close proximity to failure, the reps don't break down. The first rep technically looks exactly the same as the final rep. The only difference is the concentric rep speed, and then that's how you sort of determine proximity to failure, is how fast that final rep is. As long as that final rep is slowed down a good fucking bit, then you know you're there or thereabouts. Fucking right. Yeah.
You're not talking?
Yeah, I do the talking bits like when I can be asked. And I just stitch them in then. Yeah. So plus runs everything like without, that was like 1 RIR.
It's suspicious, bro.
It's almost like I've got enhanced today. So now onto Atlantis incline press. Shortened bias press before the nitrum, which is super lengthened bias. 3 sets on here today. 1 set increase from last week. So I evaluated last week's upper session. My chest was fine, like the next day. So I was like, okay, let's add another set then. So the fly is already at 3. This was at 2, nitrum's at 2. So if I move the nitrum up to 3, that's a lot more fatiguing because it's very lengthened bias, like I said. So the set increase went into the Atlantis. So yeah, that was just +1, like that, with 1 IR, which is, yeah, a bit suspicious, as we just said. this one again, as always. So, on to the night jump flat press. Like I've said before, super heavy in the lengthened, but where it's placed in the session, after 3 sets of a pec fly, after 3 sets of an Atlantis incline, my shortened range is spent. So this is the fucking ideal piece to have in this point in the session. So yeah, 2 sets on you. Sit in it.
What's the topic of today's video in? Just push. Upper.
Upper, yeah, a little day in the life like. Vlogged my cardio this morning, my little ab circuit in the morning.
You do planks?
Side planks.
So good, isn't it?
Bro, my midsection is better now, right now, than it was when I was in prep.
Muscle.
Yeah, just looks more muscular like.
Mine's exactly the same. Because when I dieted on last time, you could barely see my abs.
I'm me.
Look shut.
Yeah.
Like, you don't look as lean.
No, I know.
But as someone with really
defined abs, like, yeah.
lower abs,
but like,
sick.
because we've always trained hard across muscles, we've always kind of neglected abs a bit today.
Yeah, no, I squat this right, then do that, need to abs.
Yeah, I know. I squat fucking 6 plates on the hack. We don't crunch. Yeah. So now we're into single arm Nautilus lat pull down. 2 sets on you, I think, 2 sets on you. Yeah, chest is cooked, pressing is cooked, really warm all through the pecs, like they just feel full, which is a good sign that they fucked up. So yeah, 2 sets on you, single arm, then 2 sets prime extreme row, 2 sets lat row, 3 sets of curls, 2 sets of extensions. Let's fucking get it. When I'm doing any kind of lat bias movement, I'm always thinking of avidly like crunching down your ab, because like if you're extending as if you would for a mid back row, that's not my lat, that's all my mid back getting engaged. If you're actually crunching over, and then you can just do that, just do it without crunching, you can feel all your mid back. Do it crunch down and then actually drive that elbow into the hip. It feels so much more lat, and that's what you want to see. So now we're into prime extreme row, awesome row, the best in my opinion, mid back row, machine row anyway, not a T-bar in the game. Obviously, due to just the path of your arm, it just curves perfectly. When you get the seat and the angle set up for you as an individual, it feels so good. And then 2 sets on you, so set 1, 50-50 top middle, set 2, slightly heavier on the top because short range is pretty spent by then. So yeah. So yeah, 2 sets there. Now onto final big mover, lat row. I was using that single arm plate loaded lat row, but just like as I'm sort of titrating volume up in this session, it's getting longer and longer. I don't need to do a single arm lat row that's plate loaded. I can just do a dual arm. This attachment fits me pretty nicely. It's just wider than like a super tight V-bar. So it aligns with the lat pretty good, and it's just as good of an exercise, really. So that's why that switch up was there. Just for session length enjoyment, really. Like I don't want to be slugging fucking 6 plates onto that row right now at this point in the session. So yeah, 2 sets on you, then onto some arms. It's just like I said earlier as well, whenever you're trying to target a lat, avidly think of like crunching down on the abs to try and get that lat fully short, like you just saw. Same sort of thought process goes here as well. Are my arms weak? Yes. So in theory, I should be doing majoritively like unilateral stuff for my arms, which I do on my other days, but in today's upper session, I don't really want to spend double the amount of time on arms after a very, very dense upper session. So training enjoyment, and just, if I was doing that, I would just not be enjoying the session by the end, which is a massive factor in how hard you train. Same goes with exercise selection. If you're enjoying the movements you're doing, you're so much more likely to not only adhere, you're much more likely to train with more intent and intensity. So do things that you enjoy, because this is for fun after all. Yes, so that was the session. Absolutely phenomenal session. +1s everywhere, across the board. Every single set, I'm pretty sure. Which is just how training is going. Week after week after week after week. As it should be, by all means. But yeah, it's just a surreal feeling. It's just a surreal feeling to be able to, okay, let's add a set there, see what happens. And then it's just positive. Yeah, they're all just productive sets. And it's just getting better and better and better. So, post-workout meal. 150 grams of Cocoa Pops, or any rice-based cereal today is Cocoa Pops, 60 grams of cookie dough Perform, Drew 10, ABP Nutrition, 100 grams of banana, and 10 grams of dark chocolate. So this is now meal 3. Water-wise, we are like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 litres in. It's so nice to just not have to be that anal with things. Like, yeah, I'm hydrated, but I'm not measuring water between meals and all things like that. But yeah, so now going to put this down. Then it's time for the podcast with Mikey Whamquads. So that's going to be fun. Then yeah, I'll pick you up in the subsequent meals, or if I do anything interesting, which I probably won't, to be fair, I'm just going to sit here on my laptop. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Good evening, everyone. So I'm actually going to wrap up the video here. It is 6:30 p.m. right now. Yeah, I was going to film a few bits more of just like meals throughout the day, but I say that you saw 2 of the meals, no, 3 of the meals, so you only missed 2, and they were both the same, and they were both 75 grams of jasmine rice, 200 grams of chicken breast, 10 grams of almond butter, sorry, 100 grams of veg, and 50 grams of mushrooms. So yeah, you didn't really miss much there. But yeah, so we just filmed a new episode of the Serious Stepper podcast with Mr. Mikey, and yeah, fucking awesome episode. And it's going to be really cool now that he's living fairly local. He's living down Cardiff now, so we're going to have three-way link-ups and plenty of sessions together, plenty of getting massive together. And yeah, he is all around just a good guy, and we had a really good chat for what was the best part of an hour and a half, I think. So yeah, that was cool. Thank you for watching. This concludes today's episode of The Pursuit of Mass, and I'm going to try and record Push next week. Oh no, actually, I tell a lie, I'm in Dubai next week, so yeah, there's plenty of content coming next week, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.